Hey guys, Tom Derzapolsky here, founder of Strong Like David. Listen, I'm so glad that you've signed up, and you might be wondering what's next. What's supposed to be next, and what is next for many of you, is you're going to get an envelope that looks like this in the mail with your name on it, and it's going to have your field guide that you'll use throughout the program. However, the response to this program has been completely overwhelming in every regard, and we blew through all the field guides that we had, and an order was placed today, and they'll be ready shortly. This does mean, however, a certain number of you won't have your field guide by January 1st. And this is no problem. When I first started the program, I didn't have this thing. I had an old notebook or a piece of paper. So I'd ask you to remain focused and be excited about the program and know that yours is coming soon. And until then, find an old notebook around the house or some paper that you have in your office or your home and participate in that way just until this gets here. I really do want you to have one of these because I think it's an excellent instrument. As you watch this video and contemplate what Strong Like David will be for you in January, you may be wondering, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Should I be getting ready? I understand basically what the program is about. I'm going to get an email every day with a brief leadership principle and a workout and some goals and things of that nature. But what else do I need to be doing? So just wanted to show you some of that real quick because for many hundreds of you, the booklets have been mailed and you're going to get them, and you will see that the very first portion of the booklet discusses setting goals. And we talk about how to set goals in here. And so I'd like you, even before it comes, to think about some goals for yourself in January. Now let's talk about goals for a second. If you are going to pursue a fitness goal, and perhaps you've let your physical fitness slide a little, that might be putting it mildly. It was for me when I started doing this. Let's be realistic. I want you to challenge yourself and have to work, but I don't want you to experience defeat at the end of the month and every day on the way. So if you used to be 195 pounds and you're now 250, you're not going to lose 50 pounds this month. But you know what you can do? You could talk about eating healthy. You could talk about an achievable weight loss. You could talk about your desire to participate in physical training and the pursuit of that. And what you'll learn in Strong Like David will be the keel of the ship. It'll be the bedrock from which you can build a program and then over the course of a few months get to a healthy weight. And while I'm talking about fitness, let's talk about this for a second. Now, you know this program is free. I'm sending this from my home. There's no gimmicks. A lot of people are like, well, what's the catch? Well, there's not a catch. I just did this, and I want men to lead in their homes and in their communities stronger. And I believe discipline and being healthy and feeling good and being smart about what you do is a great place to start. But I'm not a doctor. So we're going to recommend some physical fitness routines. You will observe that these are quite basic. Think push-up, sit-up, air squat, jog, planks, things that are achievable. If there's anything that's beyond your physical capabilities, now we do want to push ourselves, right? Like I like to stop doing push-ups when I'm struggling, but I don't do it to the point of chest pain, right? I'm 46 years old. I don't want to have a heart attack in this program. So if you've not been physically fit and you believe that you should consult a physician to find out what's appropriate for you, I'd encourage you to do that. If you need to modify the fitness program, it's okay to do that. Now, I don't want you to cheat yourself, okay? You don't feel like doing the jog today is different than I'm injured and I can't do the jog today. Big difference, okay? So keep that in mind with the physical training component of this. For those of you who are in great shape, listen, I'd like you to do this workout because there's something about being in an experience with hundreds of other men who are doing it exactly at the same time every morning where you know you're not alone. It's a commitment to more than yourself. That's important. So you may find the fitness routine in here to be just a warm-up to what you would normally do. Or maybe you're up far earlier participating in one of the excellent programs like F3 or something else in your community. That's awesome. But I want you to do this too. as a commitment to the men who may be struggling with their physical fitness. So let's get back to those goals. You may have a fitness goal. You may have a financial goal. So you might want to start to take control of your finances. Maybe it involves visiting your finances on a weekly or daily basis to see where you're spending money and how, or setting a family budget. That'd be a great goal. I set a goal once that I wanted to learn how to play a guitar when I was 30. I failed. I didn't move very far on that goal. The guitar is sitting off screen over here in the corner where it's been for 15 years. So anyways, the goals can be whatever you need them to be, but I would like them to challenge and also make you feel good about your progress. So think about those goals. One or two more things before I get off of here with you. I thought this would be better than a long email. You're going to write those down over here. And along with each goal, I'd like you to consider 3 things that are necessary for success. So let's go back to the fitness one. If you don't own tennis shoes or workout clothes that are appropriate for the weather that occurs in January, because we're going to go outside and do this most of the time, then something necessary for success would be like, get running shoes. If you don't have an alarm clock, come on, get an alarm clock, whatever that might be. And 3 things that might threaten your success. Okay, so what are the activities that would cause you not to reach that fitness goal? Not the push-ups we do in our program, but maybe you have a specific fitness goal. And those can be things like, if I fail to do it right away, the day will get in my way and I will make excuses and not achieve my goal, right? So that would be an example of a threat. So I must, in order to be successful, do this immediately in the morning in order to do it. Because if I say I'm going to do it at lunch, a work meeting will come up. If I say I'm going to do it after work, family will get involved. If I say I'm going to do it after I help with the dishes, my favorite show is going to come on. Or that beer is going to kick in. I'm going to start relaxing and not feel like it. So whatever's going to threaten your success, do that as well. Lastly, and then I'll cut you loose for this one, it is important that we develop and think about morning and evening routines. Let me talk about this for a second. I want you, with a great amount of detail, to spell out a morning and an evening routine. How we start and how we end our days are dramatically important to our success. And I mean, like, detail. Let me explain my morning routine I've been doing for many years. Alarm clock goes off. I spin around and put my feet on the ground immediately. I don't stretch in bed. I don't wait and let that little voice whisper in my ear that I need a little bit more rest, that I was up a little too late. Avoid all that temptation. Alarm clock goes off. You spin around, feet on the deck. I'm an Old Navy guy, so that's what we call the floor. And sit up. And as quickly as you can, get to your feet. You've already, right there, done more than most men are able to accomplish. That's stunning to consider, but absolutely true. So, I then stand up, I go use the bathroom, I go to my sink, I brush my teeth, I drink 1 glass of water, and I try to get my clothes on as quickly as possible. I grab my running shorts and my shoes and my socks and my shirt. My wife is often up doing the same thing, but if she's not, I quietly slip out of the room, complete getting dressed, and then I begin my Strong Like David reading and my fitness routine, and I visit my goals. I have a few other readings that I like to do, some books that I'm into, and I give myself that first hour, and then I get a shower and get dressed for work. A little weird now with COVID, 'cause not throwing on suit and tie or heading out the door, but I get in my work clothes, and for that final bit of my morning, I serve my family. So we have kids that have to have lunch made, breakfast that has to be made. My wife's an executive; she's getting out of the house. And so it's during that period that I turn to and serve them. I've already taken care of Tom, and I've already completed my obligation to Strong Like David, looked at my goals. I've made goals for the day. I think some things I want to do today, and it might have nothing to do with the program. Like the other day I wanted to change the air filters in my house. I kept forgetting. I'm like, write that down. Why don't you do it tomorrow? I wrote it down. Guess what? I did it that day. So anyways, I go through my work day. The evening routine you'll see in here is also important. We expect you to be in bed by 2200. That's 10 p.m. You need to be rested, okay? I don't know what that means for you. For some people, like, it's impossible. I can never do it. Do things that are difficult that you don't normally do. Break out of the habits that you're in and become stronger. That's what this program's about. So, knowing that I need to be in bed by 10 o'clock, about an hour before, I have a routine I go through. And there are several things I want to do. See my kids, go sit near one of them. If you have kids, I found just sitting near them in their room or in the living room when they're watching TV, they start talking to you. Maybe help with things around the house. My wife and I split everything equally. We were both servants to one another. So I may be doing the dishes or folding laundry, but I'm aware of the fact that it's 9 o'clock and I got 1 hour until lights out. And then about 15 minutes before, ideally, I've already brushed my teeth. I'm ready for bed. I've secured my home. Doors are locked. I'm ready to go. I can get in bed and bring it in for a landing and lights out by 10 o'clock. Listen, I struggle with that piece. 10 becomes 10:15. 10:15 becomes 10:30. A work project screws up my evening, and it all goes out the window. When I fail in those days, I note in my situation report, where you're going to document your success and failures, what happened, so I could do better next time. So anyways, those are some things that you need to know kind of coming out of the starting gates. You're going to get your book, you're going to set goals and objectives, and then after that, you're going to consider your morning and evening routines and make sure that you get your program off to a strong start. If you have a book, congratulations. If you don't yet, just start using paper. Yours is coming in the mail any time. All right, guys, let's get ready to get after it. It's January 29th. First is right around the corner. I'm so glad you're here. All right, take care.